Alright, let's talk about something that's been bugging me for a while: how nostalgia is literally ruining everything. It's this common phenomenon I keep seeing online where people are constantly comparing everything, and I mean everything, to their past experiences. But here's the kicker: most of these past experiences weren't even theirs to begin with. They saw a meme or some viral post, and suddenly it's like they lived through it. They latch onto this idea of the good old days, even though, let's be honest, the good old days weren't that good. In fact, they kinda sucked. And what's worse, they didn't even experience it for themselves. They're just copying what everyone else is saying. And you know what? This nostalgia has totally taken over. It's everywhere now. Look at movies. We keep getting endless re-releases and remakes, all because people want to relive the past, whether it's with a new spin on a classic or straight-up reboots. Streaming services are charging us to watch shows that ended years ago. Suits is a perfect example. That show wrapped up years ago, and yet here we are, paying to watch it again. It's like they don't even want to let go of the past. The problem with all this? It's not just about movies and TV shows. It's this mindset that there's no room for new ideas. People don't want something fresh, something different. They want to stay stuck in nostalgia. They want to relive memories that aren't even theirs. And when a company or creator tries to move forward and make something original, it gets slammed. Because it doesn't fit the fantasy of the past that people have in their heads. Here's the thing. When studios and creators try to cash in on this nostalgia by making sequels, reboots, or spiritual successors, fans go crazy, but not in a good way. They complain that it doesn't match their perfect, idealized memory of the original. They don't judge it on its own merit. They judge it based on the version of the past they've built up in their minds. Let's take Disney as an example. Disney has been doing this with their live-action remakes of their classic animated films. They've been on a roll, but spoiler alert, it's not working. The latest one to fall under the microscope is Snow White. People are trashing it, calling it an abomination. Now, I'm not saying you have to love it, but I decided to watch it myself, and honestly, it wasn't that bad. Sure, it's not going to knock the original off its pedestal, but it wasn't a disaster either. It's still a movie with its own value. But the problem is, people aren't even giving it a fair shot. They're tearing it apart because it's not exactly the way they remember it. They've built up this perfect version of the original, and any change, no matter how small, feels like a betrayal. But guess what? That's not how art works. Art evolves. It's supposed to push boundaries, to try new things. And here's where it gets even worse. This is how art dies. When creators and companies are too afraid to take risks because they know it's going to get trashed online, when every new idea gets drowned out by the constant, overwhelming noise of nostalgia, creativity gets stifled. Think about it. When we demand that every new thing be just like the thing we remember, we don't leave any room for the next great idea to grow. And that's the irony of it all. We live in a time where we have access to more culture, more ideas, and more creativity than ever before. But instead of embracing what's new, we're stuck in a curated, sanitized version of the past. It's like we're choosing to live in a memory instead of the present. The truth is, if we don't start making space for new ideas and fresh voices, we're going to keep suffocating the art that could actually move us forward. Nostalgia isn't just about remembering the past, it's about locking us in a loop, preventing us from seeing what's next. So yeah, nostalgia is killing everything. And if we keep holding on to the past so tightly, we might just miss out on the future.